Can't put that as a pressure.
Substitute on 2-1.
Keeper went down
Villarreal.
Very early, didn't he, David De Gea?
Back round Saar.
Here is Alex Telles, who was brought on specifically for the job he now has. Scored a lot of them with his previous club, Porto.
Come on!
Here as well. No misses yet.
Come on! Every penalty's gone to that side, hasn't it?
It's good for the Aussies. At least not going to be cast as the villain.
It's the back of the net, trust me.
It's not me.
Come on, De Gea! 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 Oh, you!
What's this?
Something on that.
Fuck! Oh! That was close.
Fingertips. Again, every penalty's gone to that corner.
Everyone that's scored, the pressure grows. Who's taker?
Fernandez, here we go.
Only ever missed one. He managed to win it in 20. Again, the goalkeeper was close, but not close enough.
Got a hand to it. You heard it.
Come on, De Gea! Come on, De Gea! Come on, De Gea! Come on!
Underneath the hand.
You're the best power,
Again, that side. Who will change? Who will go the other side?
Stand up. Hater.
Saved that one. Could easily have done it, but Bruno Fernandes.
Come on, De Gea! Come on, De Gea! Come on, De Gea! Come on! He's going that way. He's going. Jesus! I fucking told you to do it,
Very
man.
well indeed.
Oh, it's nerve-wracking now. 4-3. First penalty goes to that side.
Penalty has gone to the same side law.
There are two people here who can't watch this. These things are that nerve-wracking. Flashing before your eyes.
Oh, Rashford.
Marcus Rashford.
He's played shit all game. Oh my God!
Good job.
Magnificent pressure. Sudden death now. 4-4.
4-4. Last of the regular 5.
Yeah, my controller fucking died on it. That's why I didn't know. My controller died.
Great penalty.
Come on, save it.
Yannick Orejo.
Save.
Second goal in the time.
Save it.
Heroics for Manchester United here.
Somebody always misses at number 5.
It's a good penalty. Hammered into the corner. Villarreal have put all 5 of their regular penalties into the back of the net.
As if David De Gea just waited, thought he was going to smash it down the middle, reacted late. Now, it's pressure.
Who's taking the last one? Ryan.
Has to score.
Now he's taking. That's the
Deeper
ball.
into the night. Now we're getting to the people who weren't on the original list of 5.
He doesn't know what pressure is, that man. Oh, it's tense here, it's tense.
It's fucking tense. Tense. Oh,
No, nothing's happened. But I'm just like out of the water.
Not every penalty has been scored.
fuck's sake, Digo, watch the ball. Stop guessing. Just watch the ball.
Didn't volunteer in the
Oh,
first
it's
five.
there.
Straight down the middle.
See?
Just catch it.
Who's going to be next?
Well, I mean, just watch the ball.
Who is it?
Fred. It's Fred.
Oh, Fred.
It's Fred.
Can the original starting lineup tonight be William? Giving the pressure on United, they have to put this in to stay alive.
Oh.
Jesus, what penalty?
The right way.
He can't score. Can he?
They know it. He knows it. Doesn't matter. Fred has scored.
Go on, Fred. Great penalty.
Yes. Come on, De Gea. Come on, De Gea. Come on, De Gea.
Fantastic penalty.
Come on, De Gea. Come on, De Gea, please. Come on, De Gea. Come on. Come on. Come on, De Gea. Come on.
6 and penalties for Villarreal up next.
Come on, De Gea. 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 Oh, fucking you. He's guessing all the time. Just watch the ball.
What a penalty that is.
Magnificent. So cool. Oh, who's next? Who's next?
That's pressure, isn't it?
He's not watching the ball, he's guessing.
Yeah, we got to, I think, to say something or something. Who's this?
Daniel Jones.
Put away by
Fucking hell.
that time.
Come on.
Great penalty. Go on, Wales. Cool.
De Gea, please. I am begging you. I am fucking begging you. Please, De Gea, I am fucking begging you. Come on.
Into the 8th takers.
Come on. Come on. Just watch the fucking ball, De Gea. Watch the ball. Just watch the ball. De Gea, watch the ball. Watch the ball. Jesus
Be the
Christ!
best penalty of the lot. High into the roof of the net. Savable.
What a penalty.
Standard is incredible, really.
Wow. Nobody saves that.
You can't get them there.
Jesus Christ! Luke Shaw, come on, Lukey!
Manchester United.
It's the first time somebody's had to put the ball back on the spot.
Oh! Oh my God!
He squeezed it in again. Rooney seemed to get something on it. Shaw is very, very relieved.
Oh, the keeper has had a shocker. Oh, Shaw won't care. Manchester United fans watching won't care. He's got to save that. Oh, Ollie! Let's go.
Too much.
8-8. This is an absolute cliffhanger, isn't it?
Come on, De Gea! Come on! Come on, De Gea! Come on, De Gea. Miss it, 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 miss it.
That's in as well. From the longest serving player on the books. It could have been particularly cruel, although Man United fans won't think so. Had he missed after all his service for Villarreal over so many years.
Oh my God!
Look at the crowd.
It's a nerve shot, isn't
Oh,
it?
it's terrible.
And every time it's the Manchester United takers around.
Oh no! Well, they got to take it.
Times harder, yeah. It's a defender.
Well, yeah.
Fucking hell! You've been practicing, or what?
What about that? People here who wouldn't have dreamt they'd be taking a penalty in the European final, they're happy to take them and they're putting them in.
That's magnificent. Absolutely magnificent. We're nearly close to the goalkeepers, aren't we, Ian?
Yeah, we are. Going to take them against each other. Sir Alex Ferguson is due to be part of the ceremony handing over the trophy. There's not to play for that.
David De Gea.
It's these defenders.
Come on, please, please save one.
Torres.
Please save it, save it. Oh my God!
Cool penalty into the roof of the net.
That's ridiculous. The standard. Opened his body up, side foot into the top.
Fucking hell!
Look at that. Who's left for Manchester United?
It's 10-9.
Lindelof.
Oh no, not to Lindelof. Doesn't want it. Lindelof is just like, no.
To kick.
But yeah. Oh my God, it's too much.
This goes in
This incredible penalty shootout.
If this goes in, it's onto the keepers.
Yeah.
Keeper gets a hand to it. Too much power on it.
Keepers up next time.
It's like fucking FIFA.
Oh, it's the goalkeeper. Wow, can you believe it?
What's the keeper's done now, isn't it?
Wow,
Yeah.
incredible.
This is crazy.
They haven't saved any. They've got the chance to score one though. Rooney against De Gea.
Oh my God! What a fucking penalty! Oh my God!
How are your nerves, Manchester United?
Now De Gea's got to score one.
David De Gea. What
Jesus Christ!
smashes it in. David De Gea.
David De Gea.
Managers next.
Okay, same formula. United have to score this.
Imagine war.
No, we lost.
And he doesn't! And Villarreal win the Europa League. And Manchester United, who arrive with such big hopes, find themselves sunk by the yellow submarine. Terrible moment for David De Gea. Heartbreak for Manchester United. And Unai Emery has done it again.
That's a crap season.
4 wins in this Europa
We got
League.
second.
That's a record for him. An incredible penalty shootout. Won by 11 penalties to 10 by the Spanish underdogs.
Penalty shootout that's going down in history for
Wow.
definitely.
Remarkable. What a performance from Villarreal. 7th in the Liga. United 2nd in the Premier League. Defended well. Villarreal United didn't offer enough in attack this evening. But you've got to give them credit, Ian. Villarreal, and that man again, Unai Emery. Wow, what a record in this competition.
It's a very hollow, sinking feeling for Manchester United. Their 4-year wait for a trophy goes on. Beaten in the most dramatic of penalty shootouts. And David De Gea being consoled by his teammates a year in which he's become a father for the first time as well.
Ole needs to take the blame for that.
Left trying to get the penalty to get Manchester United alive. Rooney made the save. And Manchester United are beaten. Big congratulations to Villarreal for lifting their first European trophy. This club from a small town with a population of 50,000 near Valencia have a European piece of silverware to take home, and it's just an inquest really for Manchester United at the end of it all.
And of course the inquest will start right here, but before that we have to say congratulations to Villarreal. As Ian says, the city just 50,000 people. They've never won a trophy before. Unai Emery has won this competition now on 4 separate occasions. This is the first time that this football club will lift some silverware. Congratulations to them. An amazing story. True underdogs here this evening. But real disappointment from a Manchester United perspective. Look, you can't be too critical of David De Gea. He's not in the team for penalties, but you can certainly question the approach throughout the 120 minutes.
Listen, I think Manchester United, I said earlier, they've relied on individuals throughout this season to come up with the trump cards of games and critical moments in the game. Bruno invariably been the man they've leaned on. Cavani later on in the season. Mason sometimes. Marcus, but today they just never came up with the goods. I think in the final third they didn't take enough chances, they didn't risk enough, the imagination wasn't there, the creativity wasn't there today. There's not been so many occasions you could say that where one of them hasn't stepped up and produced. They had a little moment after
Rashford's miss,
and they're going to go on that.
That's what it was Rashford's miss that cost us.
Villarreal weathered the storm, and the experience of Emery, the way he set his team up, they nullified Manchester United. They made United today look quite toothless at times, and they got the job done. And credit to Unai Emery and his team. 4 trophies, 4 Europa League titles. Not to be sniffed at that.
Yeah, you're right, Michael. Absolutely.
Obviously,
that was a really poor game. I think South said they did 3 shots on target all night. United would be the ones you'd expect to take the game to them. And you know, we spoke a lot before the game about the effect Bruno Fernandes has for United. Unai Emery's probably the first manager who's really tried to snuff that out, and he did do tonight. Whoever was closest to him, but really against him, Capoue especially was the one.
Have you noticed about Spain? We're all getting better looking.
Obviously, he will be struggling. Tonight, I don't really remember him having an effect on the game. And once you get to penalties, anything can happen. We know that. I always feel a little bit worried being an Englishman that we're going to be on the wrong side of it. But the penalties, well, you have to say, David, I spoke about his record before. He didn't look like turning a penalty. He got a little bit lucky with Luke Shaw's penalty as well. So look, yeah, it's difficult night to take, but as Rio said, give Villarreal credit.
Yeah, absolutely. They continue their celebrations along with the 2,000 fans who've travelled over there from Spain as well. We spoke in the build-up, however, we said that really in terms of quality on the football field, these 2 teams were worlds apart. But Unai Emery was a man who will come into a final with a plan. He did it on 3 previous occasions, and he got it right tonight.
Yeah, it's getting to the point where it might get off your name down. The amount of times they keep winning it. I mean, it's absolutely unbelievable. Today, 3 times as severe as Scotty said, they were underdogs. And even the way to get the job done, defensively they were pretty sound. United weren't at their best, but for these guys, this is a huge moment. They knew they were underdogs, and to be fair, there were some great pens in the game, and the boys at the end, they probably didn't want to take one, had to, but that's what you see what it means to players, and the margins are so fine, Jake.
But this is about them representing a really small city.
We went there. We were there. We covered. Remember, I think that they play was it Liverpool or we play United. And you're right. The whole town is invested in this team, and for these fans, obviously, it's a special moment. I think for United on the other side, you want to get to this game, you want to get the job done, and they didn't. And they'll be so disappointed not having Harry Maguire. I thought was a big miss for them today. He missed his leadership.
I just think tactically, Emery got it spot on. I think that man thrives with space behind defenders, you highlighted before him. with the tackles called over there. They didn't give space behind today at all. Bruno, as Scholesy said, was absolutely nullified. He was closed down.
What the fuck is that move?
But again, the space for people like Mason Greenwood, Marcus Rashford to get into behind and exploit that with their pace and their movement.
Yeah. What was that fucking noise?
Congrats to Villarreal for winning. Dunno why TF he didn't bring Rashford off. Well played Villarreal, defensive masterclass. United had all the ball, was poor Ole, was poor Moten. For me is Unai Emery. United needed Alisson.
You fast forward a little bit.
Yeah.
Must be unreal.
Listen, second in the Premier League, that's something to be pleased about. Making it through to a final, something to be positive about. But this isn't the level that Manchester United see. They want to be in the Premier League, they want to be playing in the final of the other European.
Well, Bruno will be the first one to tell you that. You know, he's the one that hits the nail on the head every time. Ole Gunnar will tell you that. You know, when you get there, you got to get the job done. And you know, I think if they finish second and win the Europa League title, they've had a heck of a season. You know, not winning this change.
No, man of the match for me was McTominay. McTominay's United's man of the match was McTominay.
Well,
he was the better player out of all.
The European trophy that the team's covered, but it's just a looking thing. Recently at Old Trafford, Scholesy and I tried to lift it above our heads as a heavy thing as well, isn't it?
It is quite heavy, yeah.
They won't have trouble lifting that tonight, don't worry about
that. Look at that, the fans, what a special people, look at them. I think tears.
You've got to say that, but if you're going to be brutally honest, Man United just won't give up on them. They just won't, nowhere near it. No, they won't. But like you say, Villarreal are more comfortable doing it like that and getting to that point. They'd have been happy against defenders like that.
And that's what underdogs do.
Yeah, exactly.
Make it easy. Nothing's really expected. And it can be a little bit easy to sit on the edge of your box to defend. But United, again, with the quality they have, as Rio said, finishing second in the Premier League, the quality they have up front. But they just stopped it defensively.
I don't think you can blame Didier Jack. He played his part.
And they extend that way 4 years since their last trophies. 4 years too long for this.
Yeah, I mean, we were there in Stockholm, you know, and it was a great night. It was a memorable night. But yeah, 4 years is way too long. You know, they got to find a way through semi-finals last year. Got over that hump, got to a final. Felt like it was. They have improved. They have improved really. But when you get there, you got to get the job done, especially when you're the favourite. The boys have realised that they missed huge opportunity, and it's going to be a long summer.
Skipping like Villarreal, are gearing up to make their way up to the presentation area to get their medals, to lift the trophy. Smiles still on their faces, so I think we'll hand you back to your commentary team this evening, who took you through the full 120 minutes of what was one of the most dramatic penalty shootouts of all, getting all the way down to the goalkeepers. You haven't seen that too many times.
We certainly haven't as well, but there's a little bit of history repeating itself here, really. This incredible record of Spanish clubs against English clubs in European finals. That's the 8th time runner on such occasions that the Spanish club has come out on top. It is a tremendous experience, this, for Villarreal. Ferguson knows what it is to win these big European occasions. Fernando Rulli, the president of Villarreal, has pumped a lot of money into the club. He makes his money. A big special supermarket chain, which will be well known to tourists to Spain. This club, Villarreal, before this, had only ever won the 4th division in Spain and 2 Intertoto Cups. Alongside Manchester United's huge pedigree, that will want everything there is to win. Much of it under that man, but not tonight. The odds were upset. We have to say Unai Emery, as the boys were saying in the studio, got it right together. Tactically, really saying Manchester United's big players down on the night.
That's why he makes up that extra time.
And his team get their
He thanked the race
accolades.
for subs too early.
Their
Sorry to
first
hear Mark
European
M8.
final as well.
We should go get Antonio
Good to see that,
as he's left in Terminal now.
well, 22 penalty shootout, only one of which was missed by poor old David De Gea. You would not wish that on anybody.
But that's his decision and it has cost him. I'm sorry to hear that Mark M8 how it feels to lose your pet. I can only pray you'll be good man. Thanks everybody.
No, say that.
He left in WTF.
As they see
And
fit.
asterisk, why did he leave?
The huge backup
Fucking
teams
side on
that
left Madrid.
modern clubs
You
have,
have
they're probably
quality
all
and
needed
tells
as
let you
well.
bring him on to take a pen rather than let him see if he can change a game with his superb crosses. It doesn't matter your fault, he's a goalkeeper, not a pen
Not what they had in mind tonight. They wanted to take that excess baggage home with them. 15-kilo Europa League trophy to be this year. Robbie, Manchester United would have had quite a warm feeling when they go home tonight, and they lifted this trophy to go with their second place finish in the Premier League. A feeling that the club was moving in the right direction, taking significant steps. The feeling will be different now, won't it?
Yeah, and I think we need to recruit big in the summer. I think not only to make a substitution, they need to open 90 minutes. I think
Where's Mark then? Because I can't see him.
enough for the out to challenge and win trophies next season. You look at the squads Man City and Chelsea and Liverpool have assembled. So I think that's a huge area because they've got to improve in the summer, they've got to recruit.
Taking those runners-up medals on. The minute they've been put on, Anthony Cavani has scored in his first European final, but
Yo, how's it going? Haven't been here in a while, hope you're doing good. Just doing a nice serial talk. Thinking they are doing talk about anything already, so if it's a group it's going in the way to talking of rolling over.
group of footballers and their manager, and there is the opposite side of it. Unai Emery in his first season. Funny how things go. Didn't work for him. Alas, he only lasted 18 months, but back in Spain he's doing a terrific job with Villarreal, and now he's part of that club's folklore, having delivered this trophy to this small town club who came really from nowhere over the last 25 years, the pretty major players.
Smiles 24th of July night. It's like he loves to lose all.
Kisses the trophy, they all will.
That was a tough match to man up, and it was either way who was going to win. Wouldn't blame you TBH. Personally, I think management lost you the game. Not confident with penalties getting a bit of goal.
Great moments. Those players, Etienne Capone was with Watford just a few months ago. Back in the Championship.
Any donations will be greatly appreciated. But please don't feel forced to do.
They were a hero for so long at neighbouring Valencia. They didn't want to let him go. Well, the fans didn't anyway. Going to be all over the Spanish press tomorrow. They're flying the flag for Spain. It's an all-English final in the Champions League. And when Spanish clubs play foreign teams in European finals, they've now won the last 16 of those. Going back to when Bayern Munich beat Valencia. When Owen was playing, Owen Hargreaves, a young Owen, he's still young. And then Mario Gaspar, alongside Captain Albiol, and they will lift that aloft for a huge magic moment for Villarreal, who have won the Europa League and gone through the competition unbeaten in doing so. 1-1 going after extra time, and they've won it 11-10 on penalties. against Manchester United.
What story? David Scarlett ahead of this evening, Villarreal.
Well, Rashford should have scored that chance. He had a massive chance to bury it in the 90 minutes.
For the Champions League, congratulations to them.
But he was shit all game. Rashford was wank all the way through the game. And he should have brought him on, should have brought Daniel James on.
Sometimes we need to be more accepting. He came over here, he was ridiculed at times, he finished fifth with Arsenal, took them to the Europa League final, not considered good enough, and while his former club limp home in eighth in the Premier League.
They did sit back quite a lot of the time. They did.
You know, his language. Obviously, in Paris, it didn't go according to plan. At Arsenal, didn't go according to plan. But the man gets results. You know, for your beliefs, that is absolutely unbelievable. They're a good side. He's a good coach. And we said before the game, he's the one ingredient that can make this go in their favour.
We do need a better centre.
He provided all the Manchester United attack, whether it was Bruno, whether it was Marcus, whether it was I thought Mason played pretty well. Cavani, he slowed them down. They defended and they got the job done, and that's all it takes in the final.
And also, there's better squads. There's many better squads in the Europa League than this squad that he's got. Players that have been journeymen almost at times. Experience, yes, but there's no superstars in this team, and there's many other teams that have got better players, better individuals. But it goes just to show you, coached well with structure, you can do great things, and this team are living proof of that.
These big teams with bigger budgets as well. You think beating Arsenal, they had a much bigger budget, better players on much bigger wages. Man out with Nola, and he's coached the team to come through that. And it's, you know, as Owen said, win it 4 times, but
Before we stop talking about in the season when the European Super League really how great to see a romantic result, not the result any of you three would have wanted to see, not the result most people in the UK wanted, but a reminder that this is why we can't have close shots in European football.
It gives the teams like this an opportunity to win it. The underdogs come in and take one of the big trophies that is there to be won. And like the guy said, listen, man, this is a sweet moment for this club. A small city, not a large population in that city, and we saw speaking before about it, the players, it's a community-driven city as well, but the team are immersed in that community, and they all feel part of it. You see the emotion of all the players, all the fans' faces in that stadium. Great to see.
What on Villarreal? Next season they compete in...
No, because Conte's like Mourinho.
On Saturday.
He plays defensive as well. That's why we got rid of him.
I have the feeling to come here.
That's why we got rid of him, because he was too defensive. That's why Arsenal got rid of him. Rid of United because he was defensive. Well, the fact that Rashford had that massive opportunity and he played shit all the way through it. He literally played shit all the way through the game. He should have come off way earlier than what he did. He should have come off. Should have brought Daniel James on, which had the pace, he was fresh. No, you can't sack him because we've got second in the league. We're in the Champions League anyway, no matter what. And yes, we didn't win tonight due to the fact of decisions. We should have brought substitutions on way early, but we didn't. Which I said that as well. I totally agree with you. But like we had the option, we had the chances to bury the game, to put the game into our advantage, but we didn't do that. Big moments there that cost us because we didn't take the chances. Villarreal defended 90% of the game. I say 90% of the game they defended. They only came out during the first part of the second half, and then they dropped back again.
I mean, Emery knows how to win finals. Ole doesn't. That's the difference. Could Ebening face with tears of joy? 3 shots on target all game for United. Villarreal were fantastic defensively and shut us out, and we didn't take our chances.
No, we had more shots. We had more shots on target than United. We had, if you look at the stats from the whole game, we had more shots, we had more possession, we had better possession.
Ole has improved our team.
We just didn't take the chances that we did. We should have won it in the 90 minutes.
Craig, you fancy taking Steve Bruce from the tomb? Rolling on the floor, laughing, rolling.
No,
on the floor,
I
laughing.
wouldn't take Steve Bruce. No, I wouldn't. No. Yes, he's known United all most of his career when he was playing, because he played at United and won the Premiership. He's won, so I get that. But I don't know. I just don't know whether he could handle a big club like that. I really don't think he could. I think it takes for a manager who's actually won something at a big club to push it forward. But I just, if you look at the managers, the amount of managers, there isn't that many. No, I don't want him. I don't want Nuno. He was shit at Arsenal, and the way that he wants the team to play is not what United is all about.
Fantastic defensively and offered nothing going forward.
Zidane left Madrid. Well, I reckon, the reason why Zidane left the Real Madrid is because Bale is going back. And I reckon there's a big, massive fallout between himself and Bale. And I reckon they got rid of him because of all the upset that he's caused with most of the players.
Has done very well with Wolves. Arsenal should get Bruce rolling on the floor, laughing, rolling on the floor, laughing, rolling on the floor, laughing.
Yeah, Wolves manager, he has done really well with Wolves. He has done very, very well. Whether he can handle a big club, I don't know. I really don't know. I don't know on that. But either way, it's a big lesson to learn. That was his first actual final for Gunnar Solskjaer, as a manager. Yes, he's had the experience as a player, but not as a manager, and it's totally different. He can't go onto the pitch and make a difference, can he? So it's one of those. At the end of the day, we are in the Champions League, and Chelsea need to basically win now, don't they? Chelsea need to win to try and kind of like, I don't know, try and make a better season than what it was, but I definitely see Man City beating Chelsea. I think they will.
And will be hard to beat, can we? If you want Ole,
I can't see Chelsea winning it. I can't. I think Man City are far superior. I think they play far better football. They've got a far better in depth on the bench and in the club. I can't see. I can't see it, but you just don't know. You just don't know how he's going to set the team up. That's a good, Mark. That's a very good question. That's a good, that's a good answer. To be fair, that really is. Liverpool won the Premiership and the Champions League the year before. And they've just managed to just grab themselves in the Champions League section of the Premier League.
The last 3 times they have played, Chelsea have had the drop on City. To be fair, Craig, who gave Villarreal a chance to...
No, it's because basically they just put everybody beyond the ball. They haven't really committed themselves. The football weren't particularly great because Man City just dominated them. To be fair, Craig, who gave Villarreal a chance tonight? Anyone can win on the day. That's very true. But like I say, there's big moments in that game where we definitely should have won in the 90 minutes, 100%. We had the better chances to to win the game. As I've mentioned with Rashford, he had the biggest chance of them all to bury it, in the 90 minutes, but we didn't.
Hurt them. Yeah. I think there are a few that, when you look at Bruno Fernandes, you look at Cavani.
I think United were terrible in extra time.
Been a great club, and look, they won't like it. Of course,
extra time we weren't very good. But through the 90 minutes,
even from the manager, sometimes I think it looks a little bit acceptable.
I think
a nice club that people like.
Because what they did in the first half, Villarreal basically played pretty good on the ball. They defended. It was just, it was a set piece that we lost to, but it was, wasn't an open goal. It was just a set piece.
No one knew quite where, no direction.
Second half, we basically came out a lot better, but Villarreal came out in the second half. In the beginning of the second half, they came out. That's where we was able to break them down and score the goal. But then they went back into their shed again and defended.
So do you think you should go because it didn't work?
But we had that chance with Rashford, that massive chance, biggest chance, and we should have scored 100%.
Window and the next season and carry on. But I think next season, I do believe, like you, I think the demands need to be there to win trophies because that's what this club's built on.
Where are demands coming from? That's why you don't hear anything from the background. You've got no communication from the owners. Clearly, we know that. We've seen that the last few weeks. You don't have any communication from the chief executive now. That's another thing that's.
Rashford was not on it tonight.
It's a little bit confused in the background because he's working until December or something, until somebody comes in.
You're really asking questions even beyond the first team and the manager, but the whole setup there.
Rashford had that chance.
The biggest thing that sticks out for me from
No, he weren't on it tonight. He was shit. Rashford was shit all the way through.
To go and change the game. They needed that.
He was probably the worst player
to grab that game because Villarreal played well, but United just felt like in the past you've had somebody like an Ole Gunnar to come off the bench and get that goal like he did against Bayern Munich. Today, I don't think Ole had that on the bench today where he had somebody who could go. He played his best players, that's why he didn't make changes for a long time, and it felt like he needed somebody to come off the bench and just rescue it. And I think Ole needs it, and that's why I need to back him this summer. And that goes back to Scholes's point about above, who's in charge, who's making the decision. Because if they're going to do it now, they're second in the Premier League. They need to back Ole and get some players, and they can make the difference.
That's why they're in the position, because the squad is a big enough.
No, you can't. No. Let me make this point to you.
11, 12
right?
Players.
If you're saying that Ole should go, then so should Klopp. Klopp should go then. Because we finished above you. We finished above Liverpool.
But they obviously do, because they can't get over the line.
We automatically got, second place. We didn't have to play on the second game to make sure that we get into the qualification of the Champions League.
You're not afforded that time normally. That's not there for people to say, I'm going to give you 3-4 years to do it. That doesn't normally happen. So they're in a position now where...
Yeah, I totally agree with you on that comment. Next season is the one which is a make or break. I think that next season is the main one where basically we have to challenge for that title. Now, if you look at the results, we beat Man City, we beat the big guns, we beat the better teams. We had one moment in the Premier League where we lost against, I wouldn't say the top four, I'd say probably top in the 6th or 7th position. But the rest of the ones we never lost a game away, but we only lost the games at home. And most of the games that we did lose were against like the weaker teams, or we drew against the weaker teams. And that's the difference between Man United and Man City. That Man City had a really bad start. We had a decent start. But then it was turned around. It was like a flipped coin when all of a sudden we were dropping points, but Man City were gaining points because they were starting to win. We kept drawing games. We didn't exactly take the advantage of where we were.
The experience of winning.
Sorry, one second.
Being the worst defense
Who
in
in
history,
that
even though we
change room
finished 5
for
points
Villarreal
behind
is
you.
that guy that you're
Shows
talking
how
about?
bad you are.
Sometimes it has to come from
Good
somebody,
evening.
the manager,
Well, no, as like I said, I'm replying to your original comment, and your original comment is basically because we didn't win this final, that you're telling me that I should go. But like I said, you won the Premiership and the Champions League the year before, but look where you know, look what happened this year. You basically only just by the skin of your teeth qualified for the Champions League.
So many players came to the
As in not salty, I'm just frustrated.
But the big thing, going back to that point, the catalyst for that, the destabilisation of the club for me was when players like Vidic, myself, Edwin, Ryan Giggs all left in the same summer, same window.
It was too many leaders.
Too many leaders go out the change room, and then all of a sudden you're sitting there with a big void, and you fill it with players that ain't them characters for one, ain't them type of people.
Yeah, they did do well with all the injuries, and I reckon that if they didn't have the injuries, they would have probably, probably challenged again for the title. But like I said, you can't say that you need to get rid of Ole Gunnar Solskjaer because he didn't win the final, even though that he already, automatically qualified for us for the Champions League. We got a second place. The last game of the season, we didn't have to worry about it. We put all the kids on.
And attacker then Ole will get sacked cause these mistakes will keep on happening next season.
More players, he gets the right players, he gets to choose his own players more
Ole
important
isn't
than
a proper
anything.
manager though.
Can we get closer to Manchester City? I don't know.
This window is massive. Massive window for Man United now. The recruitment team, the owners, CEO, the manager, that staff there, they need to go out and recruit the right players that fit the bill to take this team from getting to finals that can't get over the line to actually now finishing the job.
Yeah, but you're right, because if they would have won, that might have papered over the cracks, and maybe you don't really go out and get it. Whereas now you could say, Ole might say, look, we need 3 or 4. And that game, you watch that, anybody's there. It needs somebody to come and make a difference.
Does it need to be people that have genuinely experienced winning, not just quality players, not just players who can be versatile players?
Well, no, we finished above you. Either way, we automatically qualified. We didn't have to rely on the last game of the season. You had to win your last 3 games to make sure you qualified.
And knife with blade fork and knife with blade fork and knife with blade
the
fork
right
and
character,
knife
the
with
right
blade
people
fork
that fit
and
your
knife
team, the
with
right
blade fork
profile
and knife
to then
with
take
blade
you on and
fork
make other
and
people
knife
around
with
you
blade
better.
fork and
It's
knife
not
with
about coming
blade
in and being a
fork
good
and
player
knife with blade
necessarily
fork and
sometimes.
knife with blade
Or do you add, where
fork
do you add
and
value
knife with blade
elsewhere?
fork and
Do you
knife
make
with
other
blade
players
fork
better?
and knife with blade
Good
fork
point.
and
It's
knife with
actually,
blade fork.
I think United, the good thing is about United, we've been doing this for 5 or 6 years with United, and they've been a long way off at time. I actually think they're only 3 players off. I think that all they need is a centre back, a centre midfield player, and a right winger. For me, that's all they need. And okay, it's too quick, but the fact of the matter is, when you know exactly what you need, it's easier to go out and get it, whoever that's going to be. And I think if they can do that this summer, whether it's Sancho or Varane or Marquinhos or Declan Rice, there's targets there that you can look to make that United team better. Because there are a lot of really good building blocks, in my opinion. They're closer than they've ever been in a long time, but all they need is backers to take the final step.
Brian, just wind back a bit. Just look at.
You have to have a winner. Tonight the winner was Villarreal.
Just look at the comments have been made. Saying that Ole needs to go is to slack him because we didn't win a final. But listen to my point, what I'm saying to you. What I'm saying to you is, you can't sack somebody because he automatically got us Champions League anyway. We didn't have to worry about the last couple of games, we already qualified. But what I'm saying is, to get to a final, and then you look at other teams that have actually, luckily, by the skin of their teeth, qualified for the Champions League anyway. Look at Chelsea, look at, Liverpool again. They struggled. It was only by the skin of the teeth, by the luck that was on their side, that they managed to secure that position.
The winner taking it home. So it was tough. Obviously, we had a tough game. I think Manchester put a lot of pressure on us, especially in the first half.
I'm sorry, but that comment is basically very poor.
Yeah, obviously the penalty shootout is
a bit of a tittish comment.
To win it, so as I said, really pleased.
Does it mean more to beat Manchester United as well?
Yeah, you know, it was the favorite of the competition, so obviously to beat them in the final, as I said, it's something special for the club. Obviously, the president wasn't here due to COVID today, so obviously it's a great way for him. Hopefully in front of his team, he's really pleased, and we're happy to give him a first title.
Just finally, how are you celebrating tonight? What happened?
Well, I don't know, you know, with the COVID situation, it's been difficult. But we all try to celebrate because it's something massive for the club and for all of us.
Who's leading the plans for the celebrations?
We will see that later on.
Francis, thank you.
Well done, that man.
It doesn't matter whether you had injuries. I mean, we had injuries as well, but look, you know. But I'm just saying, you can't say that.
Champions League next season, it's their night. Hopefully after the break, though, we'll hear from Ole Gunnar Solskjaer.
You know, you can't say that you need to get rid of a manager when he's reached the final and he's already qualified for the Champions League. But you know, like I say, we got second place. We were higher than Liverpool, we were higher than Chelsea, higher than Tottenham, higher than Arsenal, higher than every other club. We did play some good football. We didn't lose a single game away. It was our home form that let us down. We drew against stupid teams that we shouldn't. We lost against stupid teams which we shouldn't have done. But like I say, you know, certain comments that are coming out now is getting a bit of a joke. And whether you like a certain club or you don't like a certain club, I think, you know, you need to like respect other people, but respect, you know, their team, respect people's teams, respect people's what they feel. But one, you know, you just can't make a comment saying, "Oh, you need to sack a manager because he didn't win a final."
What do you want? Yeah, but you got the Champions League. Last season you got knocked out in the group stages when this man up to the 15 was always past the shoot. Okay, Craig, if United had injuries and stuff like us, where do you think you would have finished? No way, Ole would have done what Klopp did. United didn't deserve it to be there too. I'm not saying that I'm just saying we had a good season
No, not at all.
United finished high. Get someone like
you're telling me that we'll just swap managers, shall we?
William Hill.
So there you go.
Ole will get another season, but if we don't make the knockouts of the Champions League and make a push for the title and win at least a trophy.
Yeah.
So you're a one-man team.
Well, guys, there you go. Anyway, thanks for popping on. Appreciate it. I hope you've enjoyed the stream anyway. God, that penalty shootout, that was a nightmare. I mean, wow, you know. But anyway, guys, take it easy, and you know, we'll see what happens. But we got the Euro, you know, we got the Champions League coming up, and plus we got, you know, Euros. We got the Euros, so let's hope England can do something decent and you know, get us through. So
it took you 30 years to win a title, kiss mark.
So, you know, let's hope that England can do something, and like I say, it's a good final at the Champions League as well. Take care, guys, have a good one, and stay tuned for another stream. See you in a bit. Bye.